Wait at all. Yeah. Phew.
What happened?
What's this icky paint-like goop? It's moving!
Now, boys, don't touch that stuff.
Excuse me, but... Huh?
I am most concerned with the well-being of the princess in this dreadful heat. Master Mario, if you would, cross over to that shore and find some assistance.
You might want to consider that. Might be a Pianta one. Okay, well, hi everyone. Am I unmuted now?
Yes, you are. You are unmuted. We are here. We're playing bingo. This was great. This is perfect.
No, to get us up to speed, okay, let me summarize this. We've been doing monthly tournaments to promote activity. Not all the matches will be streamed. Bracket's kind of jank. I'm joined by Dex. How you doing, Dex?
Oh, I'm just peachy. Just peachy right now. Yeah, so this is Deathline versus Breadghost. Should be a pretty fun invasion match. Deathline's good. Breadghost is good. Specifically at invasion. This is like his favorite bingo thing besides maybe non-lockouts. So Deathline, I don't think he's a big fan of invasion, but he'll have to make do.
So, my analysis of the card. Go over. Said I think you're gonna start Pianta here. Just on all sides, it seems that row 1 works pretty well with it. Column 1 could do with a Pianta 1 hundo. There's a very good chance this is columns just because of Pianta 1 hundo. And that's fine because if you start Pianta 16 hundo, maybe you just pivot, or you wait to do Pianta 500. And if you don't get it, you do it in 5. If not, you get your 16 blues. There's really 2 worlds in this card, which is kind of crazy. I've never seen a card so packed with 2 worlds. We have Pianta and we have Rico. And there's like nothing else.
Oh yeah, there's some
other stuff.
Yeah, like Pianta's all over this card. Like 16 Pianta blues, Pianta 3 damageless. I thought those were in different bins and output. I think that's Pianta 4 and Pianta 3 damageless. It's Pianta 100. Yeah, Rico and Pianta both good for M's. This is should be interesting.
Type of card you do not want to get against like JJ or Ramato. You just lose probably.
Yeah, I don't think either of these players will be completely speedballing the other player, but
nope.
You never know.
Thankfully for them, this is a pretty even speed matchup. Speed.
What? Yeah, I don't know. The race at the beginning is probably just going to come down to what's being prioritized, not really the gameplay. Or if there's like a huge mistake, but not super likely.
Here, the only thing that could be raced is if someone wants column 1, if someone wants to do Pianta 1 100. Which is a pretty decent start, I think. As you get Pianta 1 100, 5 links, and you get 12 from 4. I feel like that's darn good as a start for your base. Those are 3 really, maybe not really easy goals to get, but you can get very without much progress. But the thing is, it's like column 5 is not that bad either. You know, assuming you start Pianta, you'll probably have 16 Pianta progress. 20 from 2 can probably fall from there. Evan Enemies works on this card with Pianta.
Yeah, it's not the worst.
Game. Oh, I don't think any side is really bad here, which is really good. You want to see a balanced card for Invasion. You think any side's OP?
Not that I've noticed. I think column 5 might be relying on a deep Pianta play, just because like to get 20 blues, you're gonna need to go to episode 6, and there's an episode 8 right there. Then maybe like a hidden red hoverless and Pianta 5 reds. Then then I think column 1 would be a lot more random jank, because there's Pianta hundreds, Rico hundreds on the left side. There's lots of blue coin goals on the left side, like 12 from 4 and 15 from 3. That's goofy, but
yeah. So column 1 is going to rely heavily on a blues play, and column 5 kind of has to get blues still, but they're gonna have to prioritize quit. They're gonna need bells. They're gonna need these for their base. A rocket.
yeah, I haven't looked too much at Rose, but I think the columns game looks interesting. I don't think there's anything too amazing in the Rose game. Like, I don't know where you'd even start, like 16 Pianta blues, but
Corner, yeah. So Diamond B, speed. I think we're gonna see a Pianta 1 100 race. I could be wrong. Before.
wait, there's not even like a regular totals goal on this card for blue coins. it's all
Nope.
so many from so many. We're living in the future.
It is the future. I don't know. I don't know where people stand on these. I kind of like the switch. I think it's at least made it a little more fresh. It is restrictive though. Red is pretty ahead in this not to 1 100 race so far. Deathline kind of got trolled by one of the chomps.
Yeah, about one mushroom behind. Yeah, like these boxes have potential to catch up, but oh, Breadghost is getting all the corners.
This is
that's
a
some
pretty clean hundo from Bread so far. I actually got to give him, as you know, world record holder of this IF.
Yeah, Deathline not having a bad Pianta, but not as fresh as Breadghost. This is, yeah.
It almost looks practiced. Like I almost wonder if Bread is like IL this year. It looks pretty clean.
Yeah, neither of them stopping for any blues. Like, oh, Deathline. Like you mentioned, maybe like the links and something else maybe for with this, or were you just thinking like get those afterward, after the Pianta 100?
I don't think you do it here. I think you do it at 4, maybe 3.
Yeah.
It's a little unfortunate for Deathline here. The thing is, it's really not that easy to pivot into Pianta 1 for spawning a shrine. I get why you grab the shrine.
I mean, it's...
You could also probably argue like 6 pipes on the card.
6 pipe. Wait, where's Six Pipes? Oh, there. It's in
Two,
Calm 2.
row
Yeah. Well, it doesn't
four.
seem like Deathline's going to get pretty much anything out of the Pianta 100, except maybe that pipe. But,
That's all you can get it, yeah.
yeah, it was only like a 2-minute shine, so he only wasted 2 minutes, which is like not great, but I've seen people waste a lot more time on Invasion
It's
first goals.
unfortunate. The thing is, it's like I think in a perfect world, you want to pivot away, and, like start Pianta 1 and see if you could get the chomps, but the chomps are gonna be so off cycle at that point that it's like probably can't.
Yeah. Like, I don't even
It's a
know
little
what
rough,
to
but it's
do.
not-
Yeah. Like, if the back chomp, like, goes towards the pool, like, what? I don't even know.
I don't know, like 3 minutes in, maybe 3 minutes in, like to Pianta 1, the chomps are just like back on their original cycle.
Maybe.
Looks like Deathline is doing Pianta 16.
Yeah.
She has to do. Like, you need a Pianta 16 for this Deathline.
Yeah.
And I think we'll probably go back to Pianta. He's just setting up right now.
I'm trying to look if there's any like really gross columns that you might want to get your foot into. Column 3 is going to be Pianta 3 damage with 17 Ms, which those are probably going to get split just due to how Invasion works. Like, I don't think Bread's going to get 2 in column 1 and 2 before Deathline can get to column 3. But then there's also Delfino Rocket and one from each, which I don't think column 3 is gonna look amazing.
I don't think any column here looks particularly bad, to be honest with you. I don't think there's going to be any real struggle to get across. Like, Deathline's going to be in an okay position in terms of he focuses Delfinos. After Pinna, you know, there's 8 Delfinos you could always think about the late game plan. There's 13 Delfinos in his base. Blues. Bells. Delfino Rocket. Like, Deathline is going to need to focus on Pinna at some point. Brett is doing Bianco 2, which is
Interesting. Yeah, maybe he's just kind of like setting up, getting some blue coins from this world. A link to maybe the rocket, 3 rockets. He's gonna want that eventually, maybe. But I think
yeah, so here's
Rico
the thing.
Rico could have been a better play for a rocket. But I guess 3 is you'd need 3 or Bianco for 3. I'll shut up. What were you gonna say?
No, you're good. I guess Brett is just not gonna focus on Pianta. Is kind of what I'm reading from this. I think he's kind of sworn off deep Pianta maybe with this play. Because otherwise you'd think maybe he would just consider with like Sun aside, Butterfly, would just do Rico, Noki, Pianta. But I think this signals he's maybe going to try to play this card without Pianta, and he doesn't really need it that much. You know, there's a lot of Rico stuff on his side of the card. A lot of blues, a lot of like generic goals in his base.
Yeah, and since this is an invasion, he might be able to do some nice, slower things like doing Rico 4, 100 in a secret to combine 6 Rico 100 and 100 in a secret. Since neither of them are gonna go to Pianta for that, because it's I mean they could, but they already got the 100 coin shine and just be like. Just be doing it for that one goal.
Pianta, what's that strat called? Is there a name for that strat where you talk to the sign?
I don't know. We just call it the goodbye Piantissimo cutscene, even though that's like a thing from Rat 10 years ago.
Yeah, like a million years ago. Someone should come up with a name for that.
Yeah, the text storage. I don't know. Oh Breadghost not doing travel skip. He's out of Bianco.
There's also one from each on his side of the card. Though, you know, argue just doing the linked and Bianca 1 could have been better for that. I guess there's also 2 hidden reds hoverless on Deathline's side. Oh, goodness.
Ooh,
Oh.
the dive.
Good. That was a very suspect angle, the Deathline clutching it out.
I think the dive helped a little bit. He might have been able to make it without that, but is he gonna go for that M out there?
I think he has to. He doesn't have to.
Because that's
ground pound. Oh my goodness.
because that's also in column 3. I don't know how he's gonna get 2 goals in column. Oh yeah, I guess for 16. Never mind. I was looking at 17 M's.
Oh. Dude, Deathline almost had poop done. One thing to note about Breadghost, and I'm sure he'll go back, but he did not get the M. He did not get the linked in Bianco.
Oh yeah, he didn't get many blues in Bianco. He might decide to get them when he goes for the rocket, but yeah, the M is fast for Bianco too.
So Deathline delaying 16 Pianta, which is smart. Doesn't have any real reason to click that. I think the thing for Deathline, which kind of sucks right now, is I think he basically has to do 3 fruit ladies. I don't see how you don't do 3 fruit ladies as Deathline right now.
Yeah, it's like 2 hidden reds hoverless is the closest next thing, maybe, but with Gelato 1 and 1 reds, that's so far away.
He's gonna have to do 3 fruit ladies, but the payoff. Honestly, the payoff is not that bad. Now he needs to click 17 M's. I think you have to delay 3 damageless. I think you need to kind of. His bread does not have progress to that. Not that Fly knows that, but from our perspective.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, Deathline might be expecting like a 6 pipes and Piana 3 damageless double click. So I don't know if he'd want to delay it that much.
I think it's gonna come down to if red clicks anything in column 2 early. Like, so if he does the Rico, Hundo and 4 play, or if he does the 15 from 3, I'd say 15 from 3 would kind of hint that he probably did not spend that much time in Pianta. I think it depends on what Bread clicks next. Clicks like 5 links and.
I think as you mentioned earlier, Deathline might need some Delfinos. It looks like he is starting on those early, getting underbell with the Shadow Mario chase. That's always that always makes it really fast because you can have your fruit set up while Shadow Mario's lollygagging. But yeah, good to get a head start on that.
Ladies. I don't blame him for this. Like, it's a slow goal, but you just kind of. I don't think you have I don't think you have a choice of the matter. Right? I think you basically are forced to do this right now.
Yeah. I think the thing is, if Bread did go for the double click I mentioned, I think Breadghost would get that, but you could probably back it up with the 17 M's in column 3, so it wouldn't be like the end of the world if Deathline didn't
Bread
get this
goes
goal.
for this play. I think if Bread goes for this play, should probably just delay 100 in a secret. Try to click 17 M's if he can win out to that.
Oh yeah,
I don't
definitely. But yeah, I don't know if Deathline's gonna be able to reach column 3 again in the next year.
It's kind of rough because you have to just commit to something.
Yeah. So what kinds
That's
of
fine.
things
You
could Deathline invade with? Like maybe the 8 Delfinos in column 2, maybe the 15 from 3 because he's already got 15 in what's it called, Pianta, and he's gonna get 3 of the slow blue coins here with Fruit Ladies.
I think as Deathline, you're gonna have to pin up pretty soon. I think you're gonna need a deep Pianta play, which does synergize. Like in terms of speed, it is pretty quick. I think you have to. I think you need to focus on episode 8 Shine. You're not gonna be able to do 7 enemies. It's tough because Deathline realistically is probably gonna get 3 of the goals in his base. It's hard to get more clicks in column 2. I think Deathline better position than we might think. He's making good choices. You know?
Yeah, I just want to shout out that the wall kick off the rafters Breadghost just did because that's sick. But yeah, he's made some pretty solid choices so far. I would agree with that. And I guess
It seems like collected. Like it doesn't seem like tilted from losing that goal. I would have been tilted personally.
I mean, like when he missed what was it? He missed the Delfino, the jail blue. He kind of just like stood there bonking against the wall. But I think like a lot of people just do that to be silly. I don't know if that's a sign of tilt. Yeah.
I'll be honest. I'm not. Okay, so here's the thing. I would have really liked it to find it 17 Ms. But as you were saying, I think it's reasonable to be scared that Red would have done Pianta 3. To be honest with you. Ooh.
The Rico 4 catches us all.
I'm not
one
really
day.
sure I could sit here and be like boosting Deathline over clicking through 3 damages. I think it's reasonable. You don't have enough in really. I think what's good for Deathline right now, I don't know if he sees it, but I think he does have a path. Pretty viable path of just doing... Oh, you know what Deathline's doing right now? 15 from 3.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
Kind of like this. Okay, so what he can do is get 15 here, and then like re-enter here, and 5 more blues in one. Kind of gross to exit area in 1 twice. Maybe you want to do 1 and then 2.
Yeah.
A really cute setup.
Yeah, it's kind of nice because then this works for 2 from 7.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like he's going for the 100 coins, which that would just kind of be like a big waste of time, I think.
Bread is not opting to do the Rico 4 hundo in a secret play. He's opting to do 6 from Rico, just normally, I guess. Although he really should at least do like Rico 3 hundo, I think, for 6 shine. I don't think Deep Rico gives him anything. Butter. I guess there's a butterfly spot.
Yeah, which that's not bad, but it's gonna need to go through Deep Rico and Deep Pinna, so that won't be for a while. But yeah, I think honestly this is really good from Deathline. There's also like the 7 enemies in his base, which this is also setting up for. Yeah, this is setting up for a lot of things. He's making me scared that I might have to play him, but yeah, it's gonna kind of depend on what Breadghost decides to do on the defense.
I will say though, that is gonna be really important here. Really important.
Pinna, yeah.
And there's a chance, honestly, Bread just wins out to it because he's doing really quick shines by not doing the hundo in a secret. But he's also gonna have to do like Rico 7, Rico 8, free, grinding fruit. But on the other side, Deathline is very well set up to take a goal or 2 from Bread now.
Yeah. Notably, I think
he probably takes 12 from 4.
Yeah, probably. Can get 12 and Delfino super easy. I think Breadghost has not gotten the rocket yet, which might indicate that he's holding off doing that until 100 coin in a secret later. So it's on his radar, but he's kind of holding off on it. So this is probably a good decision to get to Pinna quicker. I agree. Agree with the. This is a Dex approved play.
Well, Dex approves it. Alright. Deathline. Getting the linked. Yeah. It's to the best of us. I would really have liked if Bread got Bianco. Okay, well. Sniping. So he's now banned.
/ ban Breadghost. TheBreadghost.
Apparently I'm really quiet because Dex is trying to censor me.
Yeah, I'm the woke non-lockout plays. I'm trying to.
Both players are good for these blues right now. What's really good for Deathline, for 12 from Delfino, he already did 3 Fruit Ladies, which is like, you know, slowest blues.
Yeah, he's got 43 blues already total.
Breadghost doing Bianco M's. I would have just liked if he did this in Bianco 2, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he's getting the linked and everything now, though. Sometimes with Bianco 2, you kind of want to just go straight to the PD fight because then sometimes the spider despawns or gets gross. But I think, yeah, you don't want to just exit area here.
Yeah, I'm not big on the exit area either because I feel like he needs Bianco 3 for late game.
In Bianco 3, that'd take him like maybe half a minute to finish that shine, so not a big investment. Would have been really quick.
It's nearly 30 minutes into the match. I think there's a good chance Brett is forfeiting Pinna. He's doing a Pinnaless Lynx play.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he has been stopping for Lynx. Both of them have been going for Lynx lately. Deathline might be trying to invade with the 15 from 3 into Lynx, but I don't know if he'll have enough time for that. Because he got Piazza, Delfino, Rico. And I think that might be it. So we need to get like 15 in Gelato. Or I guess finish 15 in Delfino and then get a linked here and go to get a link somewhere else. So that's...
Yeah, okay, so... my opinion on this play from Deathline, it's not unreasonable. But I would have probably liked him to try to win. Just do this in Pinna.
Yeah,
he definitely really needs Pinna.
yeah, the both bells is going to be big.
I guess at this point, Deathline could probably start looking towards like 2 hit and runs hoverless. If he wants to forfeit Pinna. So he would have to do like Gelato 1R and like Pianta 5R.
Yes.
You know.
This might be one of those weird matches where neither of them go to Pinna until like after 8 Delfinos is clicked. But Deathline's leaving, so he might be headed that way now.
Oh, Brett never got the Pianta link. How about that?
Yeah.
Brett is really scared about 5 link. I will say this, I'm really not a fan of the exit areas from Breadghost. Like, Bianco 3 would have been really good to finish, and I think also just grabbing the hidden really is not that much point. Like, I guess it's not really on your side, the 6 hiddens, the 2 from 7, but it's like, it's still nice to have that shine, I feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the rocket would be open too. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
players are very hyper fixated on their goals right now. They have these. They each have like this one goal they want.
Yeah, and they are going for it. And I guess they're both kind of going for links, but yeah, this is like a blue coin rush right now. First side,
Okay.
Jelly 2.
Deathline needs to get 2 more blues in Delfino. I don't know what blues he's missing, honestly, 'cause I feel like he's gotten like every blue.
Oh, probably like the sewer next
maybe
to
he didn't get-
Coconut Lady, this bird. What?
It's good for Deathline as he wasn't focusing that hard on links. He was, but he wasn't like super rushing it.
Yeah, still played into all
good for
his
Bread.
blue coin goals, yeah. Oh, 2 birds.
Bread, on the other side, did not really care about 15 from 3. It's not that much. Oh, Deathline's going for 5 links.
Oh, but it's already
Oh, he
clicked.
That's kind of rough.
Yeah.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah, he sees he's not getting 5 links and he clicks 15 from 3.
Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to say Deathline should just do Bianco 1 for the 2 for 7 progress. Maybe you do Bianco 2, but it's like you really... honestly, at this point, maybe just give up Pinna is not the worst idea in the world.
Yeah, because let's see. He's going to get links or not links, enemies in Rico. So, if he gets 4 there, he can get 2 here and then just Gelato and he can avoid Pinna. And the Pianta Bees play. No! It's gone.
Dude, I really wanted to see... If there was any card in the world where I thought we'd see it, I thought... Honestly.
Yeah, there's so many blue coin
These
goals.
players hate us.
Yeah. I DM'd Deathline
we have-
and I said you better get bees or else I'm banning you, and he totally.
Yeah, come on. They're ignoring the script writers. We wrote this entire tournament, and they're just like ignoring the whole script we wrote them.
Yeah. Stayed up all night writing this. Nah.
It's a 4-4 game, 32 minutes in. I don't really think anyone's that favored right now. Maybe Bread. I'd say maybe Breadghost a little bit. I do like Bread's position marginally better, but I don't think it's like enough to Deathline's like lost by any.
Yeah, I think. I'm just looking at column 4, and I don't think Breadghost is going to get any column 4 goals anytime soon, but I could see him like sneaking in like in episode 8 in Rico soon, or like you could do hidden red hoverlesses at any point. So I think
Might get bells, to tell you the truth.
yeah, because he just entered Pinner, right? Yep, that was Breadghost, not Deathline. I almost confused them.
So. Fine does not know what to do. I don't blame him. I think at this point,
Watch the Pinner cutscene if it's
I
there.
don't know, it's
Yeah, I don't know.
Deathline just do something. Okay, Deathline is gonna drive me insane, dude. He's just running in circles for like 10 minutes. Be a bingo goal, just like run around in circles for like 5 minutes. Ooh, so Bread is now going for 12 from 4. Interesting. Deathline cannot afford to. Deathline really needs to get 12 from 4.
Yeah, he's got. He could have got 12 here in Bianca right now, but I guess, judging by Breadghost clicks, he thinks he might be ahead on blues because, I don't know, 6 Rico Shines is a lot of time you're not spending on blues, but those are really quick.
Yeah, the thing is for Deathline, like, he's given up Pinna, which I think was probably the right call. But now you gotta just say, okay, well, I'm already behind the Pinna. Let me just take my time and ensure I get 12 from 4. So if he does 12 from 4, like, right now, I'd really like that from Bianco 4. And Bianco 4, he might be waiting for, actually, because of 7 enemy blues. is not an unreasonable call,
yeah.
especially because you get Rocket as well. So he might have just been waiting for that.
Maybe even the 20 from 2.
He could do 20 from 2. It's slow, but he could.
Yeah. Because he's going to get enemies soon, so he doesn't have to worry too much about getting 20 from 2 yet. But yeah, you were right. He was waiting for
2. You know, Rico set up for it. So that's a freebie for him. He just needs to enter Rico 2 and go for some of the far out blues. He's only missing 4. Z-menu, and he had 16. He's pretty much set up there. It's just a matter of, do you want to do your rest in Bianco or Pianta? I almost am willing to say he should try to do it in Pianta 6. Really? Because I don't think 20 from 2 is in danger in terms of Bread. Like, I don't think Bread is going to get 20 anytime.
Yeah. That's going to be like the last blues total goal as well. So there's not like goes for it.
I do think Deathline, I'll give him credit here. I think he's been very adaptable. He's made pretty good calls in terms of saying, like, okay, I'm behind to X, I will do Y. I think that's a pretty good, bingo skill. So I'll shout him out for that. I think I've been pretty happy with his decisions in this game.
Yeah, and especially as this is like your first time watching bingo, they cannot see each other's screens, so it is a game of information,
which I think is interesting. You don't technically need that, and it's slow, so I get it. If he wants to do Rico 4 later, I guess that's fine.
Well, Breadghost is already in pin of 3. Yeah.
He's in pin of 3. He fell.
I just had to point.
4, actually.
Yeah, I guess he won't have to go back to Rico. He won't have to go back to Rico anytime soon if he gets 20 here.
I hate this blue. Deathline's going for right now. This blue sucks.
Oh, he's got it though.
Nailed it. Dude, Deathline has so many blues. You know what's good for Deathline, though, with having this many blues? Is 13 shines from Delfino's with blue trades is like...
Oh yeah, he's gonna get that way before it. Entered Bianco with, I think, about 50. Or like 51. So I'd believe it.
I'm just gonna assume, for the sake of bingo, that he is 20. Deathline's a pretty good counter. I didn't the F single blue he missed. The only one I'm not sure about is like the great blue. Oh, he got that. He got that.
Like, oh yeah, under the bridge. Yeah, he got that.
Yeah.
Under the bridge. Shout out to the Red Hot Chili
match,
Peppers. Yeah, this is.
Oh, under the bridge.
Yeah.
Good reference.
But yeah,
Right.
Breadghost is probably gonna do 2 Delfino shines after this, so that'll put him at 2.
Stop with these rocket rollouts.
And then
Nice. This is a very interesting game so far, really.
I guess at this point, if Breadghost gets both bells, he might be able to invade and get 7 enemy blues.
Maybe, but Deathline is working pretty hard towards that.
Oh yeah, he's going back to Rico right now. Yeah.
And I might have missed it, but I didn't see Red grab like the far out enemies in Bianco.
That's true.
He might
But
be,
he
might
does
be making an enemy's play right now.
Yeah, because he has. Deathline's gonna have to do. I think he's gonna have to go to episode 4 here. And
What the heck
Breadghost
is
has got 4 open.
Deathline doing? That's true. Oh. Yeah, that is kind of a big take if Breadghost can get away with it. Why is Deathline doing this? Listen, I
Couldn't tell
love.
ya.
Don't get me wrong. I love infinite wall kicks. It's like one of my favorite, you know, 30 SMS. Do them all the time, but like, why is Deathline doing them? I know it's like 20 from 2, but like, you know, I feel like you should wait until.
Just like
you
grab
go
the
free.
rocket
Like,
because you're
20
gonna
from-
be over there for blues, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. But he got it.
I'm not really. Big
Got it
on
without
this
falling,
early
so it
20 from
wasn't
2
terrible.
play. Yes, I would listen. I would have just waited for. That's just my opinion. Oh, I know.
Oh, Breadghost is getting butterfly right now, and 1 episode 8 shine.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that synergy, but that is absolutely a good synergy there.
And yeah, honestly, if he gets
I don't
episode
think
8,
Deathline cares that much.
yeah, the episode 8 is probably better for Breadghost because Deathline has sworn off Pinna.
Which was the right call, I think, at that point.
It's kind of a smarty pants right
I
now.
think this is. I think this is a good call from Bread. I do like the episode 8 play. Deathline doesn't really care, I think, because he's set up now for 2 hidden reds hoverless and 6 hiddens pretty well. I don't.
yeah.
I really don't know how he gets 6 hiddens. I guess Rico probably at this point. Has to Rico 4R.
Yeah, it could work.
The point is he has 2 goals. I think the thing for Deathline now, it's a problem, is column 3.
Yeah, because...
Column 3 is going to be kind of bad for...
Yeah, he needs Manta and Pinna 1, and a Gelato Shine, and a Noki Shine. One from each.
Well, he has Gelato 1. I know he did Gelato 1. That's where I'm assuming he's going to do the second hit.
Oh, yeah, he did. Was it Breadghost that exited area in Gelato?
Oh, no. Deathline's not going for 4 enemies right now in Rico. I would have really liked if Deathline did that. He feels protective over... Deathline feels protective over Hidden Red's hoverless, which I can't blame him. I think if he saw that episode 8 click, like a fraction of a frame sooner, he might have stayed in Rico, honestly.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
That's just bad timing. But Bread has not really gotten all of the enemies, to be fair.
Or many of them. I guess
think
he
he's
didn't see if he
starting
got
that.
the Rico ones, but...
I know he didn't get. Maybe I missed it, but I don't think he got like the one that's in the Rico 3 spot. But what's interesting here is that I don't know what is interesting. I don't know where I was going
I
with
guess
that.
Deathline's going for hiddens now, so... I guess if he gets 2 hidden red hoverless and 6 hiddens, that's enough in column 4 to skate
I
by.
almost wonder. I almost wonder if Deathline can barely squeeze out the enemies here. Like Rico 3 is like, you know, a 40-second shine. Then he just needs to go clean up
Yeah.
Rico 4.
Yeah, they...
I think the enemies is going to be huge.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of goals that both of them could, like, fight over or race to at this point. It's like, I don't know, there's a lot of weird goals left on this card. Like, I guess a Delfino could be anyone's. There's Delfino Rocket, which Breadghost has the Pinna stuff for, but they're both, like, still both 8 or 9 shines away from.
One thing that I think is really interesting right now is that Deathline now is actually basically just as equally set up for Rico 4 Hundo in a secret.
Oh yeah, because he's.
I almost
Yeah.
am willing to say he should enter. You know, it would be huge if he enters Rico 4, hits the enemies, and then does the hundo. That might actually be a really cute.
Yeah, and honestly, with the timing here, Breadghost is probably left Rico. Like, if he thinks the butterfly is from Rico, then he probably would have done like Rico right after that. I imagine, like the 100 coin in a secret. He probably would have clicked the 100 coin in a secret by now. Maybe that's like too much guesswork. Yeah, he's doing the
Definitely not
hundreds.
have 12 from 4, by the way. I could. I could be wrong, but I feel like Deathline like realistically should have 12 from 4.
Because he got 15 in Pianta Delfino and was it here in Rico? Or
He has 12 from 4 for sure. I know he has
Yeah,
12
he
in
does.
Delfino. He has.
he's got
He's either like
20 in
forgetting to
Bianco
click it.
too. So like, yeah, I don't know why he's waiting so long to click it though. Like, maybe he's just hoping for 3 rockets first or something.
Wait! It's levels. It's levels. It's not world. Good point in the chat.
Oh, true.
Appreciate that. We may have played bingo for years, but we can't read. So, you know.
Oh, I think in 2v2 it was 12 from 5 worlds, so that's probably where. Yeah, because it was
And
just
in
2v2.
non-lockout, it's always world. Deathline's gonna be like balding when he watches this. He's like, the comms were not fair. Absolutely right.
Yep.
Red is protecting 3 rockets, which is fair.
Picks it up.
I don't know if that was part of the route, but I don't know what coins are in the Rico 400 route because many people used to grind. Now the gross part for Deathline is not gonna have flood in the secret.
Yeah.
Really sucks.
Yeah. The beginning of Rico 4 isn't usually the difficult part, but if you just kind of mess up one little dive, then it can make the difference. But I guess yeah, he's gonna have to go through the cogs as well. That's never fun. I don't know how safe I would even take that without flood. At this point, probably really safe.
There's 2 ways you can do it, right? There's 2 ways you can think about it. Or you could say, I'm just going to rely on my muscle memory, because if I overthink it, then I'm going to do something stupid. There's 2 ways you could do it. Both are scary, so good luck.
Yeah, he needs 10 more coins too.
Bread.
Don't know where those are, but they're somewhere.
Probably sewers. He's going to have to be, you know... I think there's like 3 coins in the secret.
There's at least 2. Yeah.
Red is going for 1 from each. So he's trying to block off what he thinks Deathline's best path is. I don't think the 1 from each play is really that good of an idea at this point in time, personally.
Yeah.
I don't think Deathline really cares.
Yeah, I think this Rico 100 click might be a little bit of a surprise to Breadghost right now. Like,
Oh god, I can't watch. Dude, Deadline's just like going.
oh, he's going
all
for the
out
triple
right
jump.
Now. Triple jump's fair.
All right, he's safe. He's safe.
At that point. That was pretty well
Ooh.
executed, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong one.
I like the triple jump. That was. I think most people do a spin jump dive there, but the triple jump dive looked a lot easier. And yeah, he clicks that.
Yeah,
right
I don't
away.
think Bread was expecting to lose that. I really don't think Bread was expecting to lose that. That's huge. I don't know if it's huge, but it's a good take.
Yeah, it's 8-8 now. 8-8. So Deathline could get 12 from 4, I guess. And then in column 5, Delfino shines into hiddens into, I guess, 1 goal each in
Let's think.
column 2 and 3, maybe.
Yeah, let's think about the win cons here, right? You started doing a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Win condition.
Deathline has 12 from 4 in the bag. He probably just needs to do Pinna. He's probably gonna do that right now, honestly. That's 9. I don't know if I would say he's more set up from 2 from 7. His bread is, 1 from each now. Deathline's in a weird spot where I feel like he needs a Pinna goal. Needs either like Rocket or Bells. That's a long way. That's a long point out.
Yeah.
If you really look at what Bread can click right now, he can't even click 1 from each. He's gonna have to do. I guess he's not that far off of pipes. He has Serena 1, Pianta 1, 1 hundo, and Pianta 1. So I guess probably at this point, Breadghost needs to do 3 pipes in Delfino as Delfino shines. That seems pretty reasonable.
Definitely
or,
Beach.
Serena 2 for 2 from
Oh yeah,
7.
and Serena 1. And wait, were you talking about Deathline or Red Ghost, right?
I'm talking about, I got a little off track there. So I'm thinking about Bread, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bread needs to get across. I think his best bet at this point is doing Delfino pipes. He can do Yoshi for Lily Pad, thankfully. Entering Lotto. Or
1 from each.
something. I guess 1 from. He's going for 1 from each, like he can click it. No, he can't. I think it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
He does so many blues. Holy crap.
I mean, Deathline can't click in column 2 or 3. So, like, Deathline's not going to be able to click 6 pipes anytime soon. Or 8 Delfino, really.
Deathline needs to get a Pinnacle. I'm pretty convinced he. I don't know how. He might just have to literally grind for right now.
Oh my gosh, is Deathline going to end up with 100 blue coins?
How about a hundo, but he's gonna probably get to 90 so we can trade.
Yeah, okay, there's the 12. Yeah, probably 90. And yeah, once he trades in, yeah, he'll be pretty close to Rocket. If he stays in Pinna. Yeah.
This feels rough for Deathline right now, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it's...
And I think I mostly feel that way because he doesn't have Pinna access. Or, you know what I mean, Yoshi access.
Yeah, probably.
I think Bread has a pretty nasty domino of clicks coming in. Because he has Yoshi.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, this is probably either going to come down to... like a Pinnacle, as you said, or maybe even 8 Delfino. If Deathline gets the Rocket here. No, Red Ghost.
I'm trying to think of how Deathline wins this. He needs to get something. That's great commentary. He needs to get something.
He needs to get some points.
I really did not want to see Bread try to do that with Bodazzle.
Oh, he's... What is he up to? Oh, okay. Yoshi?
Oh, he's getting Yoshi.
Okay, so maybe he's not interested in Delfinos, because he could have just got Underbell there in like half a second.
No, he's doing Lily Pad. He's trying to
okay.
cover both bases. So he's doing he's gonna do Grass Pipe and Lily Pad clip. Deathline needs to take a Delfino goal. It's gonna have to be both bells probably. Bread is like really far ahead to Delfino Rocket.
Yeah.
I hate the setup Bread's doing right now. Like I know it's the old classic setup and it is good for a lot of people, but I just like I that problem I always had was like the angle is always like supersized flip in.
Yeah, I don't know how to do the beach clip, so that's what I do, and I just like I haven't practiced it in forever. I just kind of pray, just kind of pray that it pans out.
It should be noted that Bread is gonna need to get Yoshi again. He wants both bells.
Yeah, or if he gets Delfino Rocket. You know.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think Bread has this. That's actually huge. The fact that Bread can do the Rocket Lighthouse. That's actually major. I didn't even think about that. I think this feels like Bread's game right now. So,
Rock. Oh yeah, Lighthouse even. He doesn't even need both bells. Yeah. Yeah, definitely
I don't think
going
has
to
enough
Delfino
clicks.
shines though. Yeah. Because he's probably had to. He's ahead to 6 hit-ins, but he's kind of struggling in a lot of other places.
Here's the question: does Deathline know how to do infinite wall kicks?
I mean, we saw the corner kicks to the blue coin, but
Deathline's game, like he needs to somehow get one from each. I think at this point, I don't think he can.
yeah, there's no way. Yeah, because
Yeah, this feels like Bread's game. I don't really see a path to victory for Deathline right now. Barring like a monumental choke from Bread.
yeah, because he just needs to
The
like
thing is,
trade in.
both players are pretty. I think Deathline needed to stay and just pray he could have gotten one of the two Yoshi goals. I think that was basically the only like win con.
Yeah, because now his progress is like really split, and Breadghost just has faster ways of getting all those goals.
I think Deathline's win con is like after the lick Spread's gonna get. Pray that he's doing like 2 from 7 and win 1 from each that way.
Yeah.
He clicks 1 from each. I think this is Bread's game to lose now.
Pretty much. Yeah, because like he's got 10 goals. He just needs 3. And yeah. And he's not like really restricted by the layout of the goals either. Like he can click pretty much every goal that he wants. Breadghost can.
Yeah, I did say at the beginning of this match that I thought it was going to be by not doing Pinna when he did. Completely fair. I do think he needed to go back to it at some point earlier and at least be able to get one of the 2 goals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Pretty good match.
I guess Deathline's just like getting a. What does Deathline do?
He wants more blue so he could trade evenly, probably.
Oh, he might be going for like 6 hit-ins for Delfino Rocky. I don't know.
Deathline needs to know how to do infinite wall kicks. I think. Even then, I think it's too late. Oh, Ghost. Yeah, you have the turbo. What are you doing, Brad? Get that.
Yeah.
Come on. Brett a 602 runner. You know the 120 strats.
Yeah.
Good game though, honestly. I don't think any like no one like made any monumental mistakes. Like Deathline probably should have just gone to Pinna a little bit earlier. But it's not like he. It was a good match. It wasn't like anyone made any horrendously big errors. It was just came down to Bread being a little better set up in the end.
Yeah, both of these players, I'm scared to play now. but I guess I gotta
I'm looking forward to
warm up.
Well, are either one of you streaming it? I'll watch.
Probably. I'll probably stream. Yeah. Well, I guess I have to play. Ian did show up eventually, so there's the 3 seed versus. I don't know, match results. Let's check a look at match results. Yeah, Linky beat Ian. So now let's look at my silly bracket I drew. So that means if Breadghost wins this game, he's gonna sit out this round of matches, and Deathline is going to. Actually, let's not talk about Deathline quite yet. Deathline is going to be playing. Yeah, I don't know. So the 4 and 5 seed are playing right now. Whoever wins that is going to be playing me. This is an amazing format we have, where I totally know everything that's going on.
I mean, I think 5 players does make it kind of hard.
Yeah. So wait. Yeah, it's gonna be Deathline against Ian, and me against Breadghost. The next 2 matches.
I don't know if Deathline has realized that he. No, I don't think it matters at this point. I think Deathline kind of knows his fate.
Is well, Shine Gate is very hard to stay on sometimes. Yeah, this is nice. We get to see some Delfino shines with the rocket. We definitely don't see this every day in bingo.
Flexing his 120 skills. You love to see it. Blocking. That was a good match though, honestly.
Yeah, a lot of
like this
strange like blues goals, and Pinna was pretty good. Like I don't think like if there were other goals on this card, I don't think Pinna would have been amazing. But I feel like since one other thing wasn't amazing, then Pinna kind of like was the thing that stood out.
Pinna was major. I knew Pinna, like I did say early on, I thought Pinna was going to be a pretty big deal. And it ended up being one. And GG, everyone. Good game. Good game.
Oh, Deathline writes in the chat.
See if they...
Nobody beats Breadghost 16 times in a row. I guess they have an interesting past.
What a fun, fair, and balanced fucking format.
I actually had 9 Delfinos. I did not realize. I counted wrong.
Bro, I never missed that rollout on the mushroom. And then fucking today, I missed the rollout on the mushroom. And I just fucking fall all the way down. Lose Piana hundreds. Oh my god, this format's so fucking stupid.
Yeah,
to be fair, you were... I think Brett had it already.
Yeah, Brett was playing really well. That was a really good Pianta hundreds from the start.
It's a good Pianta 1 hundo. Yeah.
I fucking got burned because bad sand spray RNG, so couldn't grab the chomp. Lost another 3 seconds. That was just dumb. This format's so fucking stupid.
I love this format.
Yeah, it's great when your base is that good.
Yeah, my base is pretty solid.
For sure.
I was kind of scared though, like with 5 links.
I was thinking, like, I was hardcore thinking about exiting area out of Gelato 1 to try and steal 5 links, but I didn't think it was worth it ultimately. So I didn't
2
do
exit
it.
areas to
But
win
if I
5
did
links,
it, I would have won it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of exit areas going on from
And
Bread at that
then
point.
fucking
so
7 enemies got
that's big.
clicked right as I entered Rico 4.
Dang.
Because Bread did the stupid thing where he fakes playing blues and then like doesn't pick up any blues for the rest of the match. So I'm like now grabbing all the blues that I can because I have to defend everything.
Hmm.
You were
'Cause I
saying
really
the
thought you were gonna go
timing-
for 2 hidden reds into 20 from 2. Because like I thought that was just like the no-brainer with what you were setting up for, and then you just didn't do that. So
I actually forgot what I went for.
We thought
Oh,
the
yeah, I
timing
did
was
the
kind of
Rico from
unfortunate
later.
for you. Because he clicked episode 8 the second you went back to Gelato 1. And we were saying if you saw that, like, maybe a frame of a second earlier, you probably would have stayed to defend enemies.
yeah,
But I was just unlucky. I mean, it was lucky for Bread, but unlucky for you. We were just like,
Yeah.
if Deathline saw that a little bit earlier, like a fraction of a second earlier, he would have won enemies at that point.
like I had the
I would've-
choice to leave, but I was just like, I'm already here. I need this goal anyways to be able to click
No, I
this
get it.
stupid Rico play that I wanted, and then I didn't even get half of the Rico play that I wanted. So because I don't know Rico 400s, so that was awesome. I think I did as best as I could on fucking column 5.
We were saying we thought you were playing really well, Deathline, for like your position. We thought you made basically all the right calls to get back into it. It just came down to you being a little behind in Pinna at the end.
It was so dumb, dude. I had to defend 3 levels, and I can't. Column 5 was one of the worst bases I think I've ever had to play out of an invasion. That was not a good experience.
I thought what you were going to do was do like a Pianta commit into 5 links with Pinna, which is why I exit area'd out of Bianco and Gelato to get 5 links. And then I was scared to do Pianta 1, but I did it anyway.
If I wasn't a coward, I would have not clicked Beyond 3 damage list, but I didn't know if you had died on it, so that's why I clicked it, because I felt
I
like
didn't go
you
that far.
probably would have won it. It would have been close for you to do 6 straight
I
or
basically
through 5 with damage list before I get 3 damage lists and 3 ladies, but I also had to open the plaza, and I didn't know the timing on that. I was just like, I need to click this in case Brett decided to rush it. Because like I needed to win one of Pianta 3 damage list in 17Ms, and it was like a 50-50 on whether or not you stayed in Pianta or went to Rico. And then I picked the wrong one, of course. So
yeah.
because like I had 17Ms for like 8 million years, but I just couldn't click it because invasion.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
Sure.
I thought for sure like you would win Delfinos, like 8 Delfinos. Thought that would be a goal that you would click over Rico.
No. I had 90 blues.
Oh, true. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Then you wouldn't need
The idea was I win 5 links, and then that didn't happen. And then the idea was I win 7 enemies, and that didn't happen. And then I cried. And then I spent all my time picking up blues. Like, there was a point in time where like I went to Bianco, right, to get 5 links, and then you clicked it, and I was like, damn it. So I did Bianco 2, and I finished. I'm like, what do I do now? Because I literally don't know what I'm supposed to do at this point. And I just like stood there running around in circles for like 15 seconds before I decided to like, all right, 20 from Bianco with Head the Reverless is the correct play, which I don't think was actually the correct play, but in hindsight. But there's not a lot I could do about that because, like, credit to you, you didn't go through Pianta, and I didn't think you were going to do episode 8, and then you clicked episode 8, and I was like, okay, well, that's nice. So,
Right. Well, there was Butterfly and Rico, so I kind of just like after 5 links, I think I had 10 shines, so I just went straight to Pinna, 4 shines. I was like, I'm gonna go back to Rico, get episode 8 Butterfly. I thought about staying for Rico 100, but then I was like, well, I kind of want what do I want? I want rockets, so I went for Bianco instead, and got enemies with that.
yeah, when you clicked rockets, I thought it was like extra over, but I was just like relying on you to make bad calls at that point. But like once rockets got clicked, I thought I was just gonna lose.
Also, I just realized I definitely don't have enemies. You can take the win.
What?
I just realized
Wait.
I never got the enemies in Rico. And no one knows.
Oh, come on!
Okay, there you go.
Okay, no.
There you go. You can have the
thought,
win.
Brett, I think I said something like, I'm just gonna assume Brett has the enemies.
No, I just realized just now. God damn it. Okay, there you
Yeah,
go.
'cause that
Deathline wins.
That would have been my play.
Well-
7 enemies into Rico 400s. I thought this was like a big brain play, and then you click 7 enemies right as I entered Rico 4. I was like, I guess I gotta commit now.
Oh,
Well,
sorry.
GG
That's
Deathline.
that's me. I
Controversy.
literally just realized. I looked at the goal. I'm like, wait, I never got the enemies in Rico.
Oh,
Hey, you did.
God
I know
damn
you
it.
got one of them. Brad, the reason I didn't unclick it because I knew you got at least one of them.
I
knew
got
you
the spider in
during
7, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
but I was
I kinda
thinking
was
so
just
much about
like-
butterfly in episode 8. Yeah, sorry, that was completely on me. Okay,
Yeah,
you,
because
you
we talked
winning
about
streak
the match. We're
continues.
like, yeah, we're like, oh, like before you like re-entered like Rico for the second time, we're like, I don't think he got the enemies yet, and I guess we just never stopped to look. But yeah,
like it still
Probably.
would have been like a
Call for a
50-50 at the end of the match still. Like, because I mean, that's in my base, so like it doesn't prevent you from clicking anything. So it's
but it comes
12
down
to
to
12
six
is
hidden
it's your
giants
win,
then,
man.
right?
I
it's on
literally
hiddens
just realized.
at that point. I
yeah.
don't know how many hiddens you have.
I have like 2.
Okay, I would have won hiddens because I was going for that. I just
You had one more hiddens, I think.
I had 4 right now, and I needed to do Rico 4 reds, and then Pinna 2 reds after that. So,
Uh,
All right, so it looks like
Oh,
Deathline
Well,
gets.
that means Deathline
all
wins.
right.
But there you go.
All right,
Completely on me.
Oops. Wrong button.
Deathline gets to sit out this next round. Then I will be playing
Dragging me
Linky
lunch.
again, and
continue the streak against Bread, even though I didn't deserve it. This card.
No, you deserved it.
Bread's playing Ian. So
Well, I think Ian's not gonna play though. I think he said he's out for the rest of the tournament. So.
oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess Linky and I are playing.
All right. Is
So,
this being streamed?
GG's, everyone.
I'm gonna go
maybe
get
in a
lunch, so
minute.
I'm not gonna be able to restream.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So, go ahead and watch Linky. Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Sorry again.
I did the same thing last week against
Dude.
last month against JJ.
This
Makes
is
me feel
like-
better.
The second match this year I've thrown to miscounting something.
Oh my god, dude. I was so tilted I lost Piano 100. It's like literally the shine had spawned and I needed to do the side flip and then break clicked it. I was like, it was fucking because I lost 10 seconds on the fucking mushroom. Because I do this die rollout on the gold mushroom because like Mario instant like cancels the rollout because it's like it goes up, like the mushroom goes up, and then Mario just like missed. I never miss on the mushroom. And I fell all the way down, and I was like, I'm losing this gold now. But also my boxes were like incredibly bad, so I might have just like lost
My
it
boxes
anyways.
were good.